In terms of legal advocacy, well, policy change is based on legal systems, frameworks, and structures that guide and direct governments. Law and legal advocacy help in the identification of bodies of law, be it international or local, that can be applied and relied on to advance and support the policy change. Legal advocacy is the utilization of laws and legal mechanisms to push and advocate for policy change. To start, it's choosing the correct instrument for your policy given the context in your country. In some jurisdictions, a regulation might be better suited than a legislation. You have to build on best practices and learn from the mistakes of other jurisdictions. You need to use effective language, plain legal language, so that you don't encounter issues when it comes to the interpretation and the implementation of your laws and policies. You want your laws and regulations to be accessible and implementable. You need to make sure you have consulted and collaborated with different stakeholders to ensure that your laws and regulations can withstand constitutional scrutiny and that your laws do not discriminate against marginalized groups and communities. So, one of the key things this guide focused on was plain legal language and how law should be accessible. This guide might have been drafted by lawyers, but it is not drafted in a way that it's inaccessible for non-lawyers. The guide includes steps to follow in order to conduct a robust legal analysis, for example. It also includes steps for effective drafting and strategic litigation. In addition, we have included a checklist for the different chapters in the guide to help you, whether you have a legal background or you don't have a legal background. In terms of when to bring in legal expertise, I would say at inception, as early as possible, even if you're bringing them in as a consultant.